identify walking speeds and distances and what have you. And so humans don't have to touch it. So how do we know that this works? Well, we basically took a dozen people with hemiplegic stroke, measured their walking speed over some distances with a stopwatch, calculated their walking speed, and then looked to see whether the algorithms could do as good. And then sent people out into the real world. And we looked at the variations in their speeds and whatever throughout the day. And we were able to come up with very, very high statistical correlation between the stopwatch measured speed and the speeds that we identified using the algorithms. So that proves that the data looks reliable and looks valid. And we can give people then feedback from day to day about their average or maximum, minimum walking speeds or their walking distance and see if that affects their perception of what they're doing and gets them doing more. So in order to now put the rubber to the road, we created a series of clinical trials. Having shown that these look good, now we need to see, do they look good in the real world? And so I'm going to very briefly describe 3 clinical trials in which we're using these sensors. And the idea here is on-the-ground strategy. Prove that this works. Try to understand what kind of data we get from this information, and can we use it? Is it useful for the patient? Will it help us monitor what people are doing? Will it serve as a better outcome measure than what we already have available? And so the trials let us test this utility. They allow us to see if it's easy for patients to use. They allow us to look at energy costs and all the engineering issues that may come up.